It's back. If you don't know why I'm using this specific map with this specific characters in it, it's because Star Wars The Clone Wars series is finally back. After 5 years, we're getting the season we all wanted so badly. Oh, we're actually going to be getting Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7? Question mark? It just seems so unreal that it's... But first, I'm just gonna say that Comic-Con this year was... Like, I was looking at the trailers that came out for it, because unfortunately I can't go to stuff like that. I live in Bakersfield, which actually isn't that far away from it, but it's just still too far of a drive with the truck we have now. The temporary one that we're using. But it's just crazy that they just outdid themselves this year. They outdid themselves. I really wish I could have been there, and for one, let me just say the Dragon Ball Super trailer, Broly, looks amazing. I can't wait to go see that in theaters. That's gonna be awesome. But back on topic, to arguably a more hype trailer than even that may or may not have stolen all the spotlight for it. Star Wars The Clone Wars new season. It's gonna be about, I think it was 12 episodes, and will be on the Disney streaming app. I don't know which one. I'm assuming it's going to be a new one from what I've heard, or a newer one. I'm not sure if it's Disney Now. From what I've heard, it doesn't sound like it is, but I don't know. I downloaded the Disney Now just in case. It's not going to be out for a while, but that's not a door. But still, I need something to remind me. I'm most excited to see Anakin, and I'm not gonna say the art style looks worse, but it does look different, and I definitely prefer the old one, because there is a slight difference in the animation. It's not that different though, so it's not like they're coming back and pulling like a Beyblade on us, where one season looks one way, and then the show stops and they come out with a whole new version that has a I think it's like Disney has a version of it, and it's just the animation's way different, or a Pokemon even, where the animation's completely different like every season. Okay, I'm not gonna say every season is completely different, but a lot of seasons it's different, especially now. But yeah, it just looks so different. It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to it, but it's not different to the point where I'm actually disliking it. It looks arguably better. Whether I prefer it over the old one or not is a different case though. What I can't wait for though is seeing Anakin, Ahsoka, and Rex all together. The way they did the trailer for it though was, I don't think they could have done it any better. I think starting off with all those clone quotes was an amazing way to start it. The explosion looked amazing. I'm using that word a lot, it seems. And then going to the actual scene on that one planet that still I have yet to see anyone who knows where that is. It kind of reminds me of that planet from Star Wars Rebels, but I just can't figure it out. And then we see the new animation up close in the next scene that comes on with the whole Ahsoka revealed scene, which I'll be honest, I didn't actually think whether Ahsoka was going to be in it or not, but then once I saw her, it hit me like, oh yeah, there was a possibility she wasn't. But now I'm interested, like, how is that going to work? How is Ahsoka going to have a good tie-in on the series now that after she left. She's not a Jedi anymore, so she's likely not gonna, like, I don't know how that's gonna work, but I'm sure they'll have it, because I'm pretty sure the script was already pre-made, like all this stuff was pre-ready before the series was canceled, so it shouldn't, none of that Disney stuff, like Disney censoring to the extreme should be in it. The script has to stay the same, because I'm not sure if they even are allowed to change it at this point. But if they just, even if they could change it, they're not going to, because Disney should have learned their lesson by now, that if they mess with something, it doesn't exactly take well to the fans, and I don't think they're gonna make the same mistake again. I really just don't. I don't think they're gonna change the series up too much, other than the animation style, which honestly fits Disney a little more in my opinion. I think it's more of a Disney-esque animation, slightly, very slightly. The slight change that they made, I think, suits Disney better. So I'm not even gonna complain about that. Not to mention that what was I gonna say? The animation actually looks unfinished. Like, especially with the LAAT. It just doesn't, it looks too plain to be done. Whether it's finished or not, like that could have been a very simple scene that they filmed. Not filmed, but, well, I guess, would that even be correct? Animated or whatever. Wouldn't be filmed, I guess, but I don't know how that works, honestly. I'm getting off topic again. Really bad at doing it. But then Ahsoka looks much older in that. So I'm starting to wonder how much of a time gap was in it. And I think the series is going to answer quite a few questions. And we have a quote-unquote new clone. I'm not going to say new, because it technically isn't. Whoa. I'm at a loss for words, because I have yet to understand why it takes so long, and this explains so much about Battlefront 2, actually, the game I'm playing right now. It actually explains why it took them so darn long to come out with that Clone Wars season. They probably had to delay it because of the Clone Wars series. They probably wanted to have that trailer drop before the actual DLC came out. They probably wanted to have all this come out at around the same time. By around, I mean like maybe a few months difference, because we have no idea when the series is actually coming out on. It doesn't tell us anywhere. But as far as I can actually say of what's going to happen, heard a lot of information saying that it's going to have a lot to do with Mandalore, which is very interesting, especially because we see, what's her name? I can never remember it. It's super, I don't know why. I'm really bad with names in general. So, but the Mandalorian next to Ahsoka really kind of hints that off a lot. And then this is going to be tying in towards the end of the Clone Wars, and I think it's going to be, I don't think they're going to reuse any scenes and just animate them instead of, like, you know, make up whole new scenes. I think they're just going to go until the episode 3 starts, like right before episode 3 starts, and that's where the series is going to end, on episode 12. Wait, that sounds weird because of the whole episode thing. Whatever. Star Wars is Star Wars. I'm just happy it's out, and I'll be honest, I woke up today not knowing what to expect from Comic-Con and what trailers they were gonna release, and they really outdid themselves this time. Just cheers on them, and Well, everyone who paid to go there really must have gotten their money's worth, I'm sure. But that's it for now. I'm trying to think if there's anything left to say yet. There's so much more to say actually, but nothing that can be described with words. There's nothing that can be that I can physically say that does justice to that trailer. So I'm just gonna end it here. See you guys next time.